Okay. Hi, we are now live. Welcome to today's live. We are a bit late, but better late than never. So today we'll be discussing about how to turn your passion into a source of income. And for that, we'll be having Josephine, who has managed to successfully turn a passion that she got to know about into a source of income. So we're going to welcome Josephine. Josephine, karibu sana.
Asante.
Welcome, Josephine.
Oh, now I can't hear you. Thank you.
Okay, so we are good to go. Okay, so maybe you could introduce yourself and let us know who Josephine is.
Okay, as you've rightfully said, I'm Josephine Marete. I'm a mother of 200 beautiful girls. I'm a fulfilled mother at that. Professionally, I'm a nurse. I'm a school nurse. And of course, now, as according to what you're talking about, I'm a DIY person. I like doing things. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Josephine. Welcome, and we are happy to engage you and for you to share your knowledge and on the DIY. So maybe you could share. You've mentioned that you're a nurse, and maybe you could share for how long you've been a nurse.
Oh, for my life, I've been a nurse since 1995. I'm 50 years old. Yeah? I'll be turning 50 in February. So I say I'm 50. And so I've been a nurse since 1995. So those are so many years I can't even remember. And up to now, and I'm planning to be a nurse till 60. From there, then I go to other things.
That's interesting. So how has it been so far being a nurse? How is the experience?
It's a good experience, especially when you become a mother. You use the skills to be the mother. I'm being a family nurse. I'm the one they'll call when they need to know anything about nursing. And of course, I enjoy the money that's come out of it. And it gives me being nurses, we work in shifts. So it really gives me time to do my other things now that the DIYs, the crocheting, the knitting, flower vase making, all these things I like to do because of working in shift. I'm able to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe how do you spend your leisure time when you're not nursing during the break in between the shifts?
Okay, this now, like today I'm working in the afternoon, and I was sitting down crocheting. That's what I was doing. I was doing my crocheting, and I realized, oh, I can't know. I seriously don't know where my hairbands are, and they said, why can't I do a band for my hair? That's how I spend my time. I'm doing flower vase. Like yesterday morning, I was doing some flower vases. And of course, I like enjoying life. Apart from that, if it's a full day, I'll go for trips. I go to enjoy myself. But mostly, I'm crocheting, I'm knitting, I'm making vases. Those are the things that I do on my free time. Yeah.
Okay, so you've mentioned you do crocheting on your free time and like the flower vases. So maybe you could share how you came to realize that this is a passion that you have. And maybe did you know it when you were growing up, or it's something that you came to realize along the way?
Okay, the yarn thing or anything to do with yarns, the knitting and the crocheting, I started doing it long time ago. Immediately after Form 4, I started doing knitting, and I did vitambas for my mom's sitting room, and from there, when I became a young mother, my children, I did sweaters for them.
Yeah.
That's how long I started doing those things. And of course, sometimes it faded away. And then later in life, and I think in around 2011, some life went a bit down. My salary was not enough to cater for my things, and then I remembered, I used to, I used to do knitting. Why can't I try and see? And I thank my sister Win. One day she told me, I've seen people doing mats, shaggy mats. Why can't you try? And I went to, in fact, I left my house, I went to town, bought those things, and that's how I started doing shaggy mats. And I tell you, they've been, it's a good thing. And of course, from there now, I started trying anything that can be done with the yarn, and I did enjoy it. So I can wake up in the middle of the night and think, what if I crochet that? How can it come about? So that's how I started doing it.
Yeah.
And for the flower vases, I didn't start very long time ago. I love flowers, and I could see I have planted a lot of flowers, and I'm thinking, how can I make it better? What can I do to make it better? And that's how I started going to YouTube to see how I can do vases, and I started doing pots like that, and of course, gifting to friends. And I started it as like for me and for gifting friends. And I thank God in the process, I get some few coins out of it.
Okay. So it's more of a passion that you had, then you revived it after so many years. So that's quite a lot of years from 4 to 2011, so which is a good thing. So maybe you can share how you are from the passion now and sharing it and gifting it to friends, how you are able to turn it into now a business and finding clients and making it also a source of income, and how someone who wants to get into such a business can do the same.
That's a tough one. That's a long question. It's so many things in between. And I'm thinking, let me answer. Then you can ask in between that anything that you want me to clarify. I'm thinking, as I said, these things. If you do it as a passion, you start. It's a passion. You're just not doing it for money to start with. Like people go to school not to get money. So when I buy cement to do the pots, I tell myself this is the school. I'm paying the school fees. I'm doing for myself. It's a school fees I would have paid to go to school. When I crochet, when I do my whole mats at home, I'm doing it for myself. As I'm learning how to do it. For myself, in mind that the end, I'm thinking I'll get money out of it. But for now, I'm sharpening the skills. I'm doing what I enjoy. I'm enjoying it. I'm beautifying my home. And in the process now, how I have come to get maybe some markets. I like hosting a lot. So when I host, people would say, oh, these are very wonderful match. How did you do it? And in the process, of course, now that's when you discuss business, and even the travel pots as they come to visit me, the crochets, I gift. I've done quite a number for my friends, for my family, so that when you carry this bag that I've crocheted, then somebody else will look at it and ask, and that's how I come to get the business. Of course, I'm not so good in marketing. Let me say this. I feel if I was better, maybe I would be getting more. I'm not so good. So of course, social media, and for now, I'm really doing it as a passion. And in the process, I believe at the end game will be a good business.
Yeah. So you have said you mostly post, then people ask and inquire, and also through word of mouth from the gifts you've been giving. So maybe you could share some tips on how you've managed to post, and maybe what strategy you use when posting so that you can get the inquiries.
Okay, of course I do Facebook. I post my products on Facebook, and I put my status on the WhatsApp status. I send to friends, like I do something, I feel this is a good thing, I'll send to family, I'll send to friends, so that in the process, I believe they also share with other people. That's so much on social media. As I said, I'm not I believe I can do better.
Yeah.
I do believe I can do better in that, but so far that's the much I've done. And of course, I carry my own bags. And as I've told you, my house, all the mats that I use from bathroom to kitchen to everywhere, they're the ones I've made myself. So that's part of my,
Okay, so mostly through WhatsApp and also use of friends and through Facebook. And also
Facebook.
something to note is carry your brand along. So as you've said, you use them, you have them, your bags which you carry along, the mats in your house, that's what you use. So a very good point is for anyone in business and who has a passion for something and they want to turn it into a source of income. So carry your brand along with you, if it's that bag or if it's that jewelry. So something that you should note is carry your brand along. So yeah, for those viewers, remember that. And also use of social media. So maybe you can share how impactful has it been for the use of social media in promoting your passion to become an income source.
As the world we are in today, social media is everything. I can't be able to get to many people unless now I use social media. There are people even who don't know who happen to see my product. And if I said I'm only, the word of mouth, I'll only get to my people, to people that already are in my circle. But for social media, it's everybody. I post, a friend of mine post, so there are so many other people who will see my product who won't have seen it if it's not for social media. So for sure, social media is to go. We don't have any other way.
So people should embrace more of the digital era and use social media. So maybe other than your timeline and people sharing from your timeline, do you post also to groups or do you have a page that where people also get to interact directly with you? Yeah, so maybe you can share that and maybe how impactful have been the groups or the page that you use to promote other than your own personal timeline where you find it's mostly the people who know you interact with you on the timeline. So how about the groups where people don't know about you?
Okay, as I said, I believe I've not done enough of the marketing. So as for now, I don't have any other place that I post apart from my own now groups, family, friends, and the main groups that I have. So, but I know it's a way to go. I'm moving there, and I'm going to there because I know it's the best thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a very good point. And also having supportive friends, as we have seen from Josephine, is a very good thing. Because most of the time your timeline is mostly those people you interact with on a daily basis or you've ever interacted with at one point or another in your life, maybe in primary, high school, or your employment area. So yeah, having a good loyal friends can also help you turn your passion into an income source. So maybe you can share other than when you're now between the shifts, how else do you find time to do the crocheting or the flower vases?
Okay, apart from the shift, I said to start with, I said I'm a school nurse. And that's an advantage for me because you find schools, we have like 4 holidays. We close schools, we have a half term, we have holidays. Like now we are almost going for summer holiday, which is like 2 months. So that is the time I really concentrate on doing my things because I have 2 uninterrupted months that I can be able to think, practice, start new things, and of course even marketing, because now that is the time I really travel. I also travel, so I make sure I carry my things with me when I go and talk about it. So being a nurse and a school nurse has been an advantage to me.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you balance now the employment side of it and now the passion side of it when it comes to handling clients and now the nursing activities? How do you point out a balance? And also you have kids, how do you balance everything, family life, employment, and now your passion?
Okay. From the work point of view, from the nursing part, and my passion, I like completely dividing them. Each has their own time. Like if I'm meant to start work at 12, I dedicate this my morning. The way I my day starts from, I love sleeping also. I wake up at around 9, take a 1 hour walk, come back. Immediately I come back from 10, that's around 10. I have two cuckoos, few cuckoos that I'll feed, and then from there I'll start my things. I'll shower and sit down, start crocheting. Is that what I'm supposed to do? If it's a day for flower pots, I will start and I'll give it 2 hours. Then when I go to work, that's purely time for work. If I'm on off duty, also I'll divide it. So sometimes even I have I want to listen to lessons as pertain to nursing because I also want to improve my nursing. I'll divide my day. These are the for nursing. These are the hours for my passion. Good thing, as I said, my children are adults, so it's not so much of in fact they are my biggest fans. They are my supporters. They carry my bags. They talk about it. They tell their friends. They really talk about it, and they really encourage me, telling me, "Mom, oh, you're the best. You're doing a good thing." You need those people in your life. You need somebody telling you, you know, you're doing a good thing, Mom. Keep on, try, keep on doing it. And my sisters and my brothers, they're my best fans.
Oh, that's amazing. Having supportive family members, that's actually a very big blessing. Because from home is now where you can actually reach more people through their connections and their networks. So that's something very nice. And also, Josephine has shared how she's also able to incorporate other activities along her nursing and family and passion, including also keeping fit. So, which is something very, something great, because without having a healthy body and keeping fit, you won't also be able to do everything else. And as you've seen, she has a proper timeline of how her day is structured, which is also a good way for those who are also in employment, as well as trying to juggle between your passion, which is also a side income, and also now your main hustle, which is the employment job. So maybe you can share how, other than now the family and friends, is there any other way you've been able to reach other people and maybe the main target group for your clientele?
As we said, it gets back to social media, of course, and friends. And I didn't, when I say, I've seen, seriously, even if social media is a very good thing, but for me, I've seen like, I said I'm 50, I like saying I'm 50, I'll be 50 very soon. So we have some people not so much into social media, and I believe they're my clients, because they're the ones who need those kikois to cover themselves as they listen to their music and all that. The very good mats are the ones who need them. So word of mouth and did encouraging my friends. You know, seriously, I tell them, I want you to market for me. I don't have any other way. If you have friends, tell them this is what I'm doing. Show them my photos. Let them talk to me, because even the ones not on social media, I want them to know the things that they have. Then apart from that, social media, you see, we don't have any other way. But let's also be proud of the things that you're doing. You know, I can't say I'm doing, let's say, bags if I don't carry my own bag. I can't say I do math, but you come to my house and you don't find that math. So first of all, let's be proud of whatever it is that you're doing, so that you can encourage others then to consume your products.
Yeah. Okay, so something to note is where you tell people to also market it for you. So remember, unless you tell people to do also something for you, it's very hard for someone to actually remember. So for those who want to turn their passion into a source of income, never be afraid to tell people that I have this and I would like you to tell your friends or your network. Remember also, your network is your network. So as Josephine has said, she tells her friends who are also not on social media to also tell others. And despite the digital era, word of mouth is still the most trusted form of marketing, because it's mostly from people you trust, from people you know, and from people you know they can be a good source of genuine or very good information source. So don't be afraid to tell them about your passion, or if it's a cooking, if it's like crocheting, or maybe interior designing, or maybe adult diapers, for the conversations we had the previous 2 days. So just go out and talk to them, and make sure the word of mouth actually spreads to different people. So just a question, between now, before when it was just a passion, to now when it's an income, we know that at times when you're doing something just for passion, you find more pleasure in it. But now when you turn it into a business, there's also that feeling of, I need to make more money, strategizing about how will I maybe increase my clientele. So does that still make it as enjoyable as it was before when you're just doing it purely for passion? Or is it still as enjoyable still right now when you're still sourcing for clients and actually wanting it to work as a source of income?
The truth is that I don't know, crocheting is very enjoyable. Whatever, especially, okay, I also do knitting, but crocheting, it's very enjoyable. If you do it for money, if you're doing it for your own things, seriously, even when I don't have a client, I'll just sit down and start crocheting something. As I told you, I use it like I'm in school, let me buy this blend and do my own thing. This is my school. This is the way I'm learning. It's seriously very enjoyable. Like I can't say it has really changed anything. In any case, it has given me now more scope. Like if a client tell me to do this thing that I've never done again, I feel there's that thrill of wanting to do it and make it come out well. I think about it. In fact, it's better because now I can get something out of it. So I enjoy it more because I'm getting some money out of it. And it's something that can really keep you busy. By the way, crocheting can really keep you busy. Doing the maths can also keep you glued to your seat for hours. That's why I talked about the words, because it can make you not fit, because you're sitting throughout the day.
Yeah, so that's actually a very good point. Whether you're in employment or doing your passion, remember to keep fit, especially with this era where most of the activity you do is actually just sitting down. So yeah, and we have learned about the analogy of actually not taking your passion too much as sort of just only an income stream, to still make it enjoyable, because it's something that is within you. Take it also as a way to also keep yourself active and also to still be engaged in the same. So maybe you can share some challenges that you have encountered so far while doing the knitting, and also even the process of maybe turning it from just a passion purely to also generating something from it. So maybe the challenges you've faced along the way.
The biggest challenge, of course, is marketing. As I said, I agree I'm not so good in it. So that's the biggest challenge. And the other thing, of course, as I said, I want to keep on learning. It's like when you're in school, sometimes you lack the school fees, because in my mind, I know there are those bases I really want to know how to do them. And sometimes maybe I don't have that money to buy whatever it is that I want to buy. So that's another challenge. And of course, even doing something for a client that maybe it's a bit expensive and the client is not paying, or something happened that they're not able to get the money as you planned. So those are the main challenges that I've encountered so far.
Okay, so mostly the market in which you have mentioned quite a bit. So maybe that's where most also other entrepreneurs should also focus on, which is also something that Epepea will also bring on board. Maybe a marketer who can also share now we have this passion. Josephine has told us how to turn it into a source of income. So how do we grow the marketing part of it? So soon we'll bring someone on board for that on Epepea. So those who are still watching us, keep checking Epepea so that you can know when we'll bring now someone who can share more insight about the marketing part of it. So you're welcome. So maybe you can share. You've also shared that your family is your greatest supporter, and we find that at times one passion that is part of a family member is also can be part of another member of the family. So maybe is there someone else, or maybe you've trained also maybe a family member who can also be helping you as you do the crocheting and
Funny thing, my mom used to knit. She had those machines that do sweaters. So the whole village would come for the sweater. The school sweaters were being made at home. So maybe that's something that triggered all this. And for now, I have a niece who is an expert. She started slowly. In fact, she started after me, and I can see she has become even my teacher now. We share a lot of, she's McKenna Emma. She has been doing a lot of, she's still in school, in high school. But I tell you, she's doing wonderful things. I have a sister-in-law who is also like a teacher. She teaches in schools about knitting. And so, during the holidays, I'm with my nieces and there's more nieces and nephews. We always sit down to do lessons. We have 1 hour of lessons, and I can see quite a number coming up. Who did they want to do this? They have seen it's an enjoyable things, and at the end of the day, it's you get something nice for yourself. You make a sweater, you make something nice for yourself, and eventually it will come to be money, you know. And imagine funny thing now, my stepmom or our new mom, it's a tailor, and I didn't want to learn to do tailoring. So during the holiday, I'm planning on learning from mom. We'll sit down with mom and she'll teach me how to do it.
Yeah. Wow, so this is interesting. It's a family passion for sure. So you mentioned your niece actually also does the crocheting, and you're actually a good teacher from what you have said, that she's actually surpassing you. So that's a very nice thing to be proud of, that you're not only also making it into a passion and a source of income, that also those you're training are also becoming better than where you are at. So maybe you can share for parents who think that maybe some activities, especially when children are in school, is a distraction. Maybe you can share some insight on how those parents can encourage the children to pursue those activities, because for you, you've been able to turn it into a source of income. Maybe once your niece is done with high school, as she waits for her results, that period she can also be making something out of it once it becomes a source of income. So maybe what advice can you give parents who only think that you can only make it through one source of channel compared to also when you're having side activities?
Okay, now even before I go to parents, that my niece I'm talking about, she's making money even now. She's doing it as a business even as we speak. Of course, she has done so many gifts for us, and then she's doing it as a business. My sister-in-law I'm talking about is a teacher. She teaches. She's like teaching children how to do in school. She goes to school, so you can see how it can make money. Okay, now to parents. The same way you're taking your child for swimming, for skiing, those are everything that they want to do. If this is their passion, you just buy them yarn, just buy them thread. Let them do something that they're enjoying. And having the end game is they'll enjoy it, they'll use their time well, and eventually it will come to money. You see, when they start early, they'll have the game will be better because they have started early, they have known how to do it. And in fact, these children are more clientele than us. So the other children. So for me, I encourage parents to embrace whatever it is that their children want to do, as long as it's not a negative thing. Let them do it. You never know where it will take them. And seriously, we want the children to enjoy whatever it is they're doing. And it's not only academics that can make you successful in life. as you're continuing with your academics, let's also learn these other things. Somebody who has a passion, I don't know if they are talent or passion. I don't know how to differentiate between those. Whatever it is that they have deep in them, you're the one now to make them, come out. You're the one to make them, to encourage them. I've learned that with encouragement, somebody can do a lot. I have a niece who is like 6 years, and I think she's 8 now. We started slowly, and she could tell me, Auntie, I'm not able to do this, and I want to do it. But now she's able to knit, and she's really enjoying it. Soon she's doing something for her cat. That's something. She's really enjoying it. So, and how else can we really encourage our children if not in whatever they're happy doing? Yeah. And even as adults, let's encourage each other. I've seen the way my family I posting, because I post everything that I do to my family group, and they say, oh wow, Josephine, you've done a good thing. Wow, can I have this? And that's how I've been able to do this. So if an adult I want encouragement, I feel it's a good thing. What of a child?
Yeah, so that's actually very interesting for parents out there. As you have heard, her niece is already making some income through the crocheting, so it's not something bad. And also remember, also despite them learning, they also need some time to relax. And especially the generation where we are at, there's too much negative distraction from media, especially social media. So engaging them by using their passion, whether it's knitting, crocheting, interior designing, decor, just engage them, and that way they can not only get it as a source of income, but also stay alert and engaged, and prevent them from getting caught up in the negative media sources that are there currently. So that's a very nice point to note from Josephine. So all parents, encourage your children, take them for lessons if they need to, and help them grow that passion and skill. So maybe there are people who are watching and they would want to get into the same kind of business, whether maybe they're retired and are looking for something to keep them engaged, as because now they're out of employment. So maybe what can you tell them about how to maybe start it and what is required from them?
Okay, I do believe almost everybody has a passion, has something they can be able to do with their hands, with their minds. It's only that they have not brought it out. So something very easy, just listen to your heart, first of all. And then that thing that you feel you can be able to do. There are so many people who can teach you how to do it. We are there. We learned crocheting from other people. We learned knitting from other people. And the good thing now, there's also, there's YouTube, there is Google, where you can be able to learn all these things. And just contact somebody you feel, okay, this has been doing a good thing. Let me learn from them. And start as a passion. Start as, it's a school. Let me say, start as a school. The same way you'd have paying school fees to go to school to learn nursing, to learn electricals or anything, just buy your materials the same way, like buy your materials. These are the things that I'll need, and then start learning from there. And because when you're in school, those 2 years, you're not earning anything. You're in school. So the same way. Now use your time, these 2 months, 3 months, learn how to do these things. Buy all the things that you want, and talk to people who can be able to teach you. There's so many people out there who can teach you how to do it. Then when you see now you can be able to do something and gift people, give out gifts, do things, use your stuff, and talk to people. And eventually, with good marketing, as you've said, we are waiting for Epepea to do that. With good marketing, you'll be able to start making some money and enjoying at the same time. Okay, and as I said, maybe to take you back a little, as for the young one, for the children, you see, there's a lot of internet and social things happening. You find when they are doing these things, they use their internet, they use their time to check on how to do it. Like you sit with them, they're on YouTube looking how do I crochet a bag? How do I know, how am I able to paint? How do I do these things? So they won't be involved in things that are banned, because their time is used on checking on what to do. And then after that, they sit down and do whatever it is that they were checking on.
Yeah. So that's actually very nice. For those who are interested in starting with the same, or you have your other kind of passion, which is not maybe crocheting or flower vases, the first point to note is start and take it as just a passion. First of all, get to love it such that even if there's no income coming through, you can still keep on doing the same, as Josephine has shared. And also for the children, once you engage them in their passions, they'll also be able to make use of the internet properly. Remember, you can gain or lose when you're using the internet. So making them engaged in their passions will help you win when they're using the internet, that is. So maybe this is something that many people maybe there are some who are already in it, but they're finding a challenge maybe when it comes to pricing or costing their products, which is something that cuts across all passions. So maybe you could share how you're able to price the products and what factors people should keep into consideration when pricing their products when it comes to the mats or bags that they have knitted.
Okay, what I put into consideration is the materials that I've used and the time. Yeah, time. I've learned time is very there are some things that use less material, but then they use a lot of time. So those are the main factors that I use: the materials that used and the time that I've used. So purely that's how I price my things.
Okay, so
I don't know
remember
if
to price. Yes, you have. So time and also the products that you have used. Remember, you can, as Josephine said, you can use some very little products. By the time that it has taken, could be quite a lot. Maybe researching on the kind of design you want to crochet, or the time that you actually take when doing the knitting itself. Despite using a very minimal product, it can also take quite some time. So maybe Josephine, you could share where people can get in touch with you in case they want to buy your product. Some of the products that you can see currently running on the screen are some of the things that Josephine has actually made, and you can see they're very beautiful, from the mats to the bags that you'll see as the screen keeps on running. That's her work. So in case you want to support her in any kind of way, maybe Josephine, you can share where people can find you.
For now, mostly it's they can use my phone. They can give me a call, give me a message on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on those platforms. But as we said, soon I'm moving on. But for now, my phone is the main thing.
Okay, so maybe you could share maybe the phone number that people can reach you through.
Okay, my phone number is 0725.
Okay.
380535.
Okay. So I'm sure most of us have learned a lot from Josephine on how to turn our passion into a source of income. Maybe just to break down what she has talked about, mostly is taking that passion as she's used an analogy of a school, which is actually very nice. Most of the time when you're going to school, you're not actually starting school to focusing on the income first. It's gaining the knowledge and also gaining that skill. And then now afterwards is when you can actually now turn that passion into a source of income, and also making use of your family and friends, letting them know that you're doing something, and also informing them to share it with their friends and with their colleagues and maybe their other members of maybe their networking group. So don't be afraid to let people know about what you're doing. At the end of the day, that is what will actually help you to actually grow it from now just becoming a side source of income to, at the end of it, maybe also if your main goal is to have it as the main source of income. So and also carry your brand alone. As Josephine said, she carries her bags along. The mats are what, when you enter her house, that is what you'll find. So make your products, be proud of them, and carry them along. Let people see you with them. As people say, the best form of marketing is showing through what you have. Someone can see you with a bag and be interested, and at the end of it all, if it's your bag, they're actually going to be impressed and actually look forward to supporting you. So thank you so much, Josephine, for sharing those tips and nuggets on how someone can actually grow their side income, their side passion, becoming actually a source of income, especially in our economy. Having something on the side is actually very beneficial. So maybe you could give your closing remark or your final parting shot concerning how to turn your passion into a source of income.
My parting shot is just enjoy your passion. Start with enjoying your passion, but of course, as they say, begin with the head in mind that eventually you make money, but enjoy it. Just take it as a school. Learn the process, and at the end of the day, you make some money. I believe in it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a very good point to note. And also start with the end in mind. So if you're starting so that at the end of it all, it becomes like your main source of income, start with that in mind so that even as you continue making it, enjoying it as a passion, you don't forget what you actually started and why you started doing it and why you started investing heavily into now your passion. So thank you so much, Josephine, for coming on board and sharing those tips. For all those who have joined us, asanteni sana, and thank you for sticking around to the end. Remember, you can shop or Josephine's items from Epepea, and you'll have them delivered. And also all your other household and grocery items, you can shop them directly from Epepea, and the delivery time for those within Nairobi is 3 hours, and those outside Nairobi, it will still take some time, but keep on shopping with us. If you don't have time to shop directly on the website, you can send over your list on Epepea's messenger or directly via our phone number, and we'll have it shopped for you and delivered at the comfort of your home. So thank you so much, and keep it locked for next week's sessions on Epepea's Conversations. Thank you so much, Josephine, and thank you to our audience.
Thank you, Epepea.
Welcome. Do have a lovely day. Thank you.
The same to you.
Okay.